Hello, orienteering friends. Welcome to the recording of my race that took place in Voznice. It is a regional race, short track in category M40. I forgot the length. I think it was like 4.3 kilometers, 85 meters ascent, and 22 controls, I think. So here to the mapping start that was clear. Now to control number one, I was thinking, yeah, straight to the hill, and then there will be this small valley or kind of a depression. So I was trying to go some kind of around it or avoid the foliage and some branches lying around. So that was kind of my general idea how to get around this valley, and I kind of hit this vehicle road or path semi-automatically, I would say. And then basically I was looking to my right and just trying to figure out the vegetation boundaries, and then probably around this point I thought, yeah, here is the right time to get to the control, which was at the edge of this small bush, or yeah, it was a vegetation boundary. So this looks like clearing. In the map it wasn't really a clearing in my opinion, but whatever. Now to control number two, I already saw this narrow right, so I wanted to get to that narrow right and then follow it, and behind the vegetation, thicker, behind the more dense young forest, let's say, I knew that I will have to go to the left and I should seek to a like non-runnable patch of some kind of young forest or some, very dense vegetation. So that was my general plan, let's say. It was just, now I'm just looking for that, trying to take a bearing probably. I think I still need to work on this. I think I need to keep running and keep adjusting while running. As you can see, when you stop, basically you lose time. So here, when I saw it, it was quite obvious that it will be on this side of this vegetation or foliage. Then to number three, again, I think I knew that I already kind of knew the direction that in advance, that I will go uphill, and I think I didn't really took a bearing exactly according to the compass. I'm not sure, maybe I did, but I just used like a navigation sense, I think. And then to number four, here I did a small mistake. I don't really know why. I noticed this kind of clearing and new forest, and for some reason I started going right along it, which was, now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't make sense. This was too early. I should have continued, but I don't know. Now I started to look around and I got confused. I saw this kind of denser forests around me. I was probably expecting this tree trunk already. Now I think I saw it in distance, so I went there. But as you can see, I lost some time, definitely. You know, I should have gone all along the path, and then it would be visible from the path, and I could just go right. I probably lost like 10 seconds maximum, I would say. Now to control 5, I was probably more cautious. I took a bearing and went to the vegetation boundaries. I saw the like thicker vegetation forest on my right. I also saw some runners, so now I was just, you know, deciding where exactly to go through, and I decided to follow that runner that was in front of me. It looked like some kind of path there. It wasn't it, but then I just, you know, followed this vegetation from the other side, and then I saw this water patch or small swamp here in a distance, and it was, yeah, that was quite easy to get there. Now again to number 6, I think it was easy because there are like 2 anchor points. One of them is this fenced area, so I was just deciding if I will go left side or right side from this fence, and eventually I decided to go left, and then from that position, from this top left corner, I knew that I will be aiming for some thicker forest or denser forest, and I should run along it. So I kind of saw it in a distance. It's right in front of me right now. Also this clearing was visible, but I think I wasn't really paying too much attention to that in the map. For me, this forest that is on my left was more of a navigation point that I was following. And then yeah, here I was just trying to keep the direction, and I was looking for some kind of erosion in the slope, you know, so that I would find the control there. It was a small ditch, so I was expecting some kind of erosion, and yeah, I also noticed this other object. It was like old feeder or whatever, but it was broken. And now you can see there are some other ditches and this, you know, erosion here. So I pretty much nailed this control, I think, very well. Now to control 7, well, I decided to kind of follow the contours and slightly gain altitude, slightly ascend the slope. I think I didn't want to, you know, go to the top of the hill. I just wanted to go below these vegetations, try to avoid it. Yeah, because it was upwards, going up the slope, I wasn't very fast at this point, but for the most part it was runnable. Now here it started to get tougher, but it was like from navigation point of view that was easy. Also this path was like a clear guidance to me. And then this was the one like vegetation patch, and then the control wheel after that was straight in front of me, so this was very easy. To control number 8, again, I wasn't even checking exactly the compass. I just I'm not sure why I went this direction, like backwards. I just tried to climb the hill, and now when I was on top of it, I just adjusted from this point. I adjusted myself and went straight to control 8. As you can see, it was taking me at some time. Maybe I was catching breath. I would say I should have been going along the contour and not straight up. That wasn't really a good choice, let's say, but I think I didn't lost that much. Here it was still upwards anyway, and since I was on top of the hill, now it was a little bit easier, let's say. Here it was quite straightforward. Just follow the ridge. Basically, I didn't want to go straight on to the top. I was running a little bit below it, on the right side of it. Now when it was easier to run, I basically ran on top of the ridge, followed it as long as I could. Now in front of me I could see this thicker forest, so I was like aiming that way and try to follow the vegetation boundary basically. And of course I wanted to get to that vehicle road, which is somewhere on my left. So now I'm just trying to avoid the foliage and get to the road. Maybe it was too soon, maybe not, but it was clear now that when I pass here, that I have to go left, again along the vegetation boundary. But a lot of controls here in this part were just get to some vegetation boundary, follow it, and that was it. So here control 9 again, pretty straightforward, pretty clean execution. And here to control 10, I don't remember what was my strategy. I wanted to go straight, like take a bearing and go straight to control 10. I wanted to get to that small top probably, but apparently, as you can see, I didn't took the bearing properly, and I'm running completely off. Like, I don't know what happened here. So, and I wasn't really even looking at the terrain. I'm not sure what happened to me. Normally, a proper orienteer would take the narrow right to that road, and then from that he would hit the null, right? Now here I think this is the first time I got lost, but I realized that I should get to the road first. Apparently I didn't know where I am at this point, and I wasn't really able to read the contours here because it was kind of shallow. This slope, it was like top of some kind of hill, and here again I got confused and got somehow lost. But I thought that I followed my bearing properly, so I thought that I'm more to my left, you know, and here I started looking for the control. I thought that the control is somewhere on my right, and that was my mistake. So I wasn't able to properly read the vegetation here, and as you can see, I'm kind of lost. I wasn't able to read the vegetation boundaries, you know, distinguish the vegetation thickness properly and the curvatures there. So I lost a lot of time here. Like I think to get to the control, it would be like a minute and a half, and basically I should already be there. But now here I am. Here I'm lost. I thought that I should be at the control now, and I wasn't. So I thought that I'm too much on the top. I started panicking, you know, and here I am kind of lost again, looking into the map, stopping. Yeah, this is like getting more and more of a lost. I'm not sure when exactly I decided that this is enough and I need to get some proper anchor point. I think it should be soon when I decided to go to the road, to the vehicle path. And from there I will correct myself. So bear with me just a few more moments. Yeah, now I'm going back to the road. I was like, in my head I was like, stop, go back to the road and figure it out from there. So when I get to the road here, I was like, no, I can't go left, I need to go uphill. It was clear. So when I get to the road, I basically started almost sprinting, you know, like pushing it as much as I could to cut the loss to the minimum. And yeah, here I climbed on the top. Here on the top I knew, yeah, that's the proper point. And now I saw the null, so that was clear. It was easy. Now I wanted to go straight, and I think that was again a stupid decision. I should have go back to the road. Now, you know, I was like, no, let's avoid the hill. Let's go around it. And because I implanted in my head that I should go around the hill, that's why I went around, and I went around too much. I should have been going now to the left, and I just followed this kind of path that was created by animals or whatever. Stupidity, right? So I ended up here on this in this clear forest, on this clearing, and I was like, here should be a road somewhere, so I need to get to that road. Again, you see, I'm stopping. This should not happen. I should be running. I should be running faster, you know, like getting. And now, fortunately, I knew where I am, so I knew that I have to go left, and then I could have passed this forest, but I was thinking better go to the junction, it will be easier. And now the null was basically visible from that junction, so that this was easy. But again, number 10 threw me off. and it took me a while to readjust, realign myself, calm myself a little bit. But I think now I was okay, and I was again concentrated to number 12. Again, the execution or should have been better. I got just kind of, afraid of this very steep slope, and then I knew that below me there is like a cliff because it was on the map, and I wrongly decided to go from the left side. I think it would be easier to go from the left side, from the right side of the cliff. But since I was here at this point, I was like, yeah, let's go this way. I will make it. But again, I could have do better, This was a bit dangerous, bit sketchy, I think. But I managed, okay. And now, obviously, I was just looking to my left where to cross this small creek or stream. Yeah, this looked like a good place to me. So, nice execution. I didn't get wet at all. Although, like a proper volunteer, I should have just went through it and don't care about water, but I don't like it. I don't like wet feet. I usually get blisters because of that, so maybe that's the cause. Now, I think I was aiming like straight to the control, or maybe straight to these clearings, and the control was visible from afar, so I didn't need any like special compass, bearing, whatever. Here to number 13, of course I took a bearing, of course I knew the general direction, but my execution wasn't perfect. Let's see where I get. I kind of forgot, to be honest. So here I'm climbing the slope, like straight up. So not a good idea, I think. Now it's a little bit diagonal. Okay, I'm trying to avoid those fallen trees probably. Maybe I was heading to some kind of a clearing. Let's see. But here I'm going again too much like straight up. Maybe because I just wanted to get on top of this hill. Okay, here I am now. This is some green patch. And now I think I saw this clearing in front of me, so I was heading to that clearing, but from there I should have readjusted myself better. Maybe I got distracted by some kind of white tree trunk or something, and I thought that was the control. Now I almost got to that narrow right. I think I got to that narrow right. Yeah, I'm continuing in my direction. I'm getting to this narrow right, and then from here I should readjust. So again, a little loss here, but now I saw the control somewhere, I think. Yeah, here I saw the control. So couple second lost, I think like 10, maybe 20, I would say 20. Now to control 14, I just took a bearing and went straight, although I could have followed a narrow right. That would be also good choice. I don't know why I didn't took it. Anyway, the forest was runnable, so like I could have been a little bit faster if I would go on the narrow right, and if it would be like a little bit longer, let's say. But it didn't happen, and I knew that this patch, greenish patch on my right, is this vegetation on my right. I was even looking if I will see the ditch there, but I didn't. And basically then I was just, going against almost straight according to my bearing to the cliff, which is here below. Here I did kind of a wrong choice. I saw on live logs many runners in my category. They went down to the valley and basically ran around. That didn't occur to me like a good choice. So instead I basically climbed up back on top and went to the edge of the hill and then down. Of course, going down was a little bit tricky because it was a steep slope. So that slowed me down, and also climbing up here slowed me down. So I think running around was like below this ridge, below this hill, that was much better choice. But according to the live logs, I think I was first, or I wasn't that bad, So apparently I was here running still pretty fast, And for me, at least, it was like easy to navigate in this because I had the edge of the hill on my left, so that was like kind of a lead for me. Now when I got to the top of the hill, to the curve of the hill, I started looking for some signs of this not like a stone wall, but as you can see, this stone wall is like just few bumps. It's like not it's not really a whole wall, it's just remains. And as you can see, if I would have gone around the hill down, it would be faster. Definitely I would be like 10-15 seconds faster. So now again, to control 16, obvious, you just follow this path. So it was a vehicle path before ever, actually, that's quite clear. But now it's just a path. Sometimes I guess some vehicles are riding it, but not regularly. And now, somewhere when it started going up more, I decided to go straight to this greenish area. I tried to avoid going too much uphill, and here in front of me somewhere is this sorry, I caught a cold. So I saw, because this forest was like runnable, so you could see in front of you. It wasn't very thick, so I could see this control, this little knoll here. So again, it wasn't very difficult. Now to control 17, I took a bearing. I didn't have any like other strategy. I just wanted to go straight. I thought that I will make it. It seemed runnable, let's say, and it actually was pretty runnable. Like here, like no big obstacles. Maybe a little bit of water, but here I readjusted a little bit, and I was like looking for the terrain. I'm not sure why I'm not running. Maybe I was catching breath. Who knows? So here I'm just following this guy. Yeah, I'm not sure if I was really paying attention to this hatched area. Basically got to this road, and then I knew that I should follow this shallow valley. That was something I was focused on, and here I am in it. So I was kind of, from there I was aiming to my left and trying to find again some kind of vegetation boundary. And because the control was visible from afar, it wasn't difficult. To number 18 again, I think I just took a bearing and went straight. I wasn't really thinking about anything else. When I got behind this vegetation, I noticed this there was this control, and it was at the junction of this water path. So for me that was like kind of an anchor point, let's say. So I just went straight, and again the control was pretty easy because it was a knoll right next to the big road. So here the knoll was straight, like visible, and control was right behind it, so nothing else to say. To control 19, again pretty easy navigationally. You got plenty of anchor points here. First one obviously is this fenced area, so I went along the edge of it, and then kind of to the left a little bit, and this forest in front of me, it was like almost like white forest. It wasn't that dense, you could see through it. So I saw the clearing in front of me already, and here I'm just maybe catching a breath, maybe readjusting a little bit myself. Yeah, here I think I kind of missed a little bit this path, but yeah, then this small valley or edge of the clearing, that was easy. Like that was, and the control was visible, so that was easy. Now to control 20, I think I wasn't really taking a bearing that much at this point. I just turned left and just followed the clearing, let's say, like looking at the curves of the clearing, and then I was looking for this goal gamekeeper thingy, and then I noticed this small road on the map and in the reel again, so that led me to this clearing and to the edge of the hill, and I knew that the cliff is somewhere below me. I wasn't going fast, I didn't want to fall, and I wanted to be precise, so I wasn't really like rushing it. But here I saw some other runners, so now the question was, is it this one or that one? And it was visible. So now here again I could have gone straight down and run along the hill. That would be probably faster, but I saw this like a path probably made by animals, maybe other runners, so I followed that one. This wasn't really a good decision. I think running down and along the hill it would be faster, but I'm always trying to retain my height or my how to say it, like, it's hard to gain the height, so I don't want to lose it. And then this fallen tree was visible, so all in all good. Now basically this was the last control, right? So here the question only was how to cross this river, or not a river, this is not a river, this is a stream. So yeah, I braced myself, jumped, and then straight to the last control. So here I'm just, pushing it. And because I knew that I lost that minutes to control number 10, I was really motivated to gain some seconds to the finish. I'm not sure how much I gained, but I'm sure that I didn't win. I was checking the results, so I knew it took me like 47 seconds, and the one who was fastest, for him it was like 42, 41. Anyways, good race. It for the most part it seemed like easy. The controls were not very hidden, so that was easy. Of course I wasn't happy about the control 10 that I how to say it politely, that I screwed up, but otherwise I enjoyed it. It was, some parts were interesting. It was like a nice run. I could push my self a lot too, so I was happy, and hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye.